All right, so it's your first year as head coach. What has been going on so far? Like, how's everything turning out?
Everything is going very well. We've worked on building a culture here where all 30 girls are working towards the same goal. We've had a great team spirit so far. Coach Lawrence and Coach Paparunis working with the team, Tom with the goalkeepers, Kirsten with the field players, really have a good chemistry going. The girls are working very hard, so we're making a lot of progress in a short amount of time.
What's been the focus in practice so far? Like, what have you guys been doing the last couple of weeks?
We've been doing a lot of technical stuff, working on how we want to work on receiving the ball, passing the ball, and then the tactics of opening up the field, working on our width, and just working on the overall quality of our technical play.
You have quite a young team this year with only 3 seniors. How is that affecting the dynamic, and how do you think that's going to make the season?
Yeah, we have 13 freshmen coming in. A lot of them are quiet, reserve personalities, so we're working on preseason, trying to get them integrated into the program. They're doing a good job, but they are, like I said, a little bit quiet. So they're working into it. We do expect some big things out of the freshmen. So the quicker they get integrated and feel comfortable in the group environment, the better they'll be able to perform on the field.
All right, and those that are returning, you have your top 4 scorers from last year and as well as the starting goalkeeper. Just talk a little bit about that, how that's going to help the team.
Yep, you know, it's always good to have goal scorers coming back. Kristen Papirski, she's coming off knee surgery that she had in the spring, so she is yet to go through a full training session, so we expect her back in about a month. Alex Brown's doing very well. Some of the freshmen coming in, Allie Scheimer's shown some promise. Monica Lee was showing some promise as a wide player before she had an ankle injury. We expect her back soon. But Tricia Stonebreaker in the midfield is doing a tremendous job so far in preseason, so we really expect some big things out of her. And then Katie Gresham in the goal has been just a consummate leader, being a senior. She's in a 5-person competition with 4 other goalies in preseason camp here, so she's battling hard.
Okay, talk about some of the freshmen who are going to challenge for these spots. There's a lot of them that come in with some impressive accolades and that sort of thing. Especially at goalkeeper, you have a few adding into the mix.
Yep, Carly Stevens, from Loyola Academy, is doing very well. Getting a little more comfortable. It's always hard, I think, for goalkeepers as freshmen to come in because it's a very demanding position vocally, so it kind of takes them a long time to get into the flow of preseason, have that confidence to bark out orders to upperclassmen. She's doing very well. Another freshman goalie that will be in the mix will be Monica Gallo from Milwaukee. She's had a very good preseason camp so far. She is a twin. Her sister Valerie, we expect to be on the field, in the midfield, or as a center back. She's had a really, really good camp, dominant presence on the field. Other freshman, Mariah Schwartz, is doing very well. We're looking to get her to break out of her shell a little bit and get a little express her personality on the field, but she's doing very well. Allie Scheimer is doing very well, and I mentioned Monica Lee earlier.
All right, and then on defense, who's going to be the anchor? Stokes is back. She had a few injuries last season. How is she doing?
She has yet to practice. She did come in injured, so we're working through it. We met with Dr. J yesterday, so we kind of have a plan for her going forward. Hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll get her integrated into the team. Oz has been doing very well. Lauren Osarella has been doing very well as a senior leader on the team. Alyssa Kulas mentioned Valerie Gagno earlier. Jessie Hubley's been doing very well in the back. So we expect a lot out of those girls, and we have a little more experienced players there with the exception of Mariah and Val, so we should be okay in the back.
And in midfield, you also have a lot of returners, still younger girls. Are there any freshmen that are going to be thrown in?
Still a little bit young in the midfield. Trisha's only a sophomore. Maggie Olson, we expect to be in the mix in the midfield a little bit. She's a sophomore. Allison Rydberg from Arizona is doing a very good job in there. But with the flexibility of the girls in the defensive line, we might be able to have the option to move some of those girls into the midfield to give those girls some spells.
And then up at forward, who are you looking at?
Hopefully Alex Brown, she scored some goals last year for us, had some assists. She's had a good camp so far. Anna Michelini's been doing very well. She's a junior, really buying into what we want out of the forwards. Allison Scheimer's been in the mix up there. Monica Lee has been in the mix up there before her injury. So I think we'll have some options going forward. It's always nice if someone steps up and really takes the reins for goal scoring.
Okay, then one final question. Just talk a little bit about the schedule. You have some big hitters in the preseason with like Texas A&M and Dayton and that, not to mention conference play with a lot of strong teams there.
Yeah, the pre-conference schedule always prepares you for the conference schedule. Playing a couple Big 12 teams, Iowa State, Texas A&M, playing a Big East team in DePaul, perennial top 25 team in Dayton, and another Big East team in Cincinnati. It's only going to prepare us. I think we don't have a scrimmage set up this year, so the harder it is earlier, the more we'll be prepared and be able to fix the problems as they arise in the pre-conference schedule and get us prepared to compete in the Horizon League.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.